so here's an example of a Cubism work that's more of that collage style. So it's layering materials and it's layering different paper, and you have all those lines, you have a little bit of value, and it's most importantly, it's abstract. These don't look realistic at all. This doesn't look like anything you can probably even comprehend, other than that you can tell that it uses like a newspaper scrap and a couple of different types of paper. Now, when it comes to these pictures here, you can tell that these are portraits. You can tell that these look like people. This is Pablo Picasso. This one right here is a self-portrait. The other one's just a woman wearing a hat. What is something we noticed about this work? What stands out to you? Raise your hand. Serious. Observations only. Keeman.
His nose weird.
Sure. All right, Trinity.
They're very defined lines.
Very defined lines. I love that. Yeah. Robert, go ahead. Sure. So you see two people in that one portrait. That is a wonderful observation. It's kind of like when we just finished our self-portraits in here, and I told you guys to use unrealistic colors. This is kind of an example of what an unrealistic color self-portrait would look like. Whereas this one over here, Pablo Picasso self-portrait, those are obviously realistic colors, even though it's drawn in an abstract style. So then we have George Braque. He does Cubism as well. These are really popular. If you guys, I hope we get to take a field trip to the Cincinnati Art Museum. They have a couple of his paintings. I'm going to be honest with you, they all kind of look like this. I want you to notice the shapes. I want you to notice how flat it looks. They use value, but they don't use value to really make things look three-dimensional the way that we have been taught to use value. It's more just to add lights and darks and create these different spaces within the picture plane. All of these objects, all of these things in the still life were broken up into cubes and basic shapes. So I actually did this activity when I was student teaching. It was really fun. Instead of using a stool though, we had a tricycle to draw, but I don't have a tricycle for you guys. I just have the stool. So you guys are going to be using the charcoal to draw really big on your paper. You're going to fill the space, and you're going to be creating loose sketches of your perspective of the stool. So where she's sitting, she's going to try to draw the stool from how it looks from her perspective. Carlos will draw it from his perspective. Everybody in the room has a different perspective on the stool because you're all sitting in a different space. I'm going to put a timer on for 5 minutes. When that timer goes off, I'm going to turn the stool to be in a different orientation. So maybe I flip it upside down, maybe I flip it on its side, maybe I turn it over. And then after I flip the stool, I will go ahead and set that timer, and you guys will draw right over top of your previous drawing. This creates that flat Cubism layered look that we just looked at in our examples. So you're going to be drawing the stool over again, but you're just going to pretend that that first stool that you drew isn't even there. You're going to pretend like you can't even see it. You're going to draw right over top. Like I said, fill your paper. Create really big space, because tomorrow when you guys come in, I'm going to let you paint the in-between spaces, and it's going to look really, really interesting. Yeah, Trent.
Can I have a ruler?
You cannot have a ruler. This is all organic freehand today. No ruler, just a charcoal pencil, no eraser either. If you make a mistake, that's all right. You're going to be drawing over it when the timer goes off anyway. It doesn't even matter. All right, I'm going to pass out our charcoal. You're welcome.
Thank you.
It doesn't look sharp, but I promise it'll get the job done. I sharpen these with a knife. You don't sharpen these in a pencil sharpener. You have to sharpen these in a knife. That's why I have to do it.
That's gonna be impossible.
All right, you guys go ahead and put your charcoal down. Looks good, Keeman. I'm gonna turn it
No, don't try to make me feel good. You know it's ugly.
upside down first. Raise your hand and don't yell out. I'll sharpen it for you. Why do you keep breaking them? No eraser. All right, on your mark, get set. Who needs it sharpened? You draw right over top? Pretend that's not. Hey, give me 5. Give me 5, 8th grade. What does give me 5 mean? It means stop what you're doing, stop your conversations, and look up here. Shh. First of all, there should be no talking. I don't know why I keep hearing all this noise. Now you draw right over top of your first drawing. Pretend your first drawing wasn't even there. Pretend it's not even there. You're going to draw right over top of it.